Coffee is not just a drink. It's a culture with a history spanning over 1,000 years. It connects countries, traditions, and even philosophies of life. From strong Italian espresso to smooth latte, every type of coffee has its own story, shaped by time, geography, and barista creativity. Espresso, the base of almost all coffee drinks, strong, rich, with a thick crema. Made under pressure. Originated in Italy in the early 20th century when people wanted quick coffee on the go. Fun fact, espresso means pressed out or made quickly. Americano, espresso diluted with hot water, less intense, but still flavorful. It appeared during World War II when American soldiers in Europe diluted espresso to resemble their usual coffee. In the US, the Americano was not as popular for a long time as it was in Europe. It became widely known in America later, largely through coffee chains like Starbucks. Cappuccino, made of espresso, steamed milk, and milk foam. The name comes from Capuchin monks. The drink's color resembled their robes. Originated in Italy. In Italy, cappuccino is considered a morning drink. People usually have it for breakfast, and it is rarely ordered after lunch. Latte, a mild coffee drink with lots of milk. Popular among those who prefer a softer taste. Originated in Italy, but became especially popular in the US. Latte art appeared almost by accident. Baristas started pouring milk in a way that created beautiful patterns on the surface of the espresso, and it quickly became an art form of its own. Today, the design on a latte can sometimes even reveal the style of a specific coffee shop. Flat white. Coffee with velvety milk texture and a double espresso. Less foam than cappuccino. Originated in Australia or New Zealand, both countries still debate it. Wrath coffee. A sweet coffee drink with cream and vanilla. Created in Moscow in the 1990s for a customer named Raphael. Unique because all ingredients are steamed together. Mocha, a mix of coffee, chocolate, and milk. The name comes from the port of Mocha in Yemen, one of the earliest coffee trading hubs. Turkish coffee, very finely ground coffee brewed in a sezve, thick and strong, one of the oldest brewing methods originating in Turkey during the Ottoman Empire. Iced coffee, chilled coffee with ice, popular in summer. Different versions appeared in Japan and the United States. Iced coffee often tastes better than hot coffee for people who don't like extra bitterness, because the cold makes the flavor smoother and cleaner. The most famous and one of the most expensive coffees in the world is Kopi Luwak. It is produced in Indonesia, especially on the islands of Sumatra, Java, and Bali. Coffee beans are first eaten by an animal called the Asian palm civet. Inside its digestive system, fermentation occurs, which changes the flavor of the beans. After that, the beans are naturally excreted, collected, thoroughly cleaned, and roasted. The price can range from $300 to $1,000 per kilogram, sometimes even higher. One of the most famous coffee origin stories is about a goat herder named Kaldi from Ethiopia. One day, he noticed that his goats were acting strangely. They became extremely energetic, jumping around and unable to sleep at night. It turned out they were eating red berries from a mysterious bush. Kaldi decided to try the berries himself, and he also felt a surge of energy. Curious, he brought them to a local monastery. At first, the monks didn't believe him and even threw the berries into the fire, thinking they were devilish. Then, something unexpected happened. A rich, pleasant aroma began to rise from the fire. The monks took the roasted beans, ground them, poured hot water over them, and that's how coffee was born. Fun fact, from Ethiopia, coffee spread first to Yemen and then across the entire world.